Okay, here we are. Been a little while since I've streamed. I accidentally streamed yesterday when I was trying to record a video, but I only did it for like 20 minutes, so it doesn't count. So, I'm going to be streaming, and I think what I'm going to try to do, if I can get frequent enough games, is if we take a look here, you'll see that at this point, I think I have 60 play points. Oh, 75. I'm a high roller. So, I only have one event ticket. I have 75 play points to my name. I'm going to try to grind the two-player queues to get enough play points for the league, since I don't want to spend money on Magic Online, because that is a very slippery slope for me, especially considering how I tend to burn through my tickets. So I'm gonna just jump into a two-player queue, but actually I should. They sometimes can take a little while, so I'll get it in and then we'll go look at the list. Can't change anything in the list right now, but that's fine. I wasn't planning on it. I've been pretty happy with the list. I don't think it's changed significantly since the last time I did anything. Although actually, so I cut. What did I cut? Oh, I had a Cabal. Oh, okay. So I had Cabal Therapy and Consign to Oblivion in my sideboard, and I cut those and I turned them into a Massacre and a Pulverize, which are much more narrow, um, but stronger cards against, like, both. Basically, Consign to Oblivion was both of these. So both of these do a more specific task, but are better at it than Consign to Oblivion. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I cut the Cabal Therapy because it seemed like the weakest wishboard card. I rarely wished for it. I sided it in fairly frequently, so a little iffy on cutting that. But what I really want is I'm really waiting for Thassa's fish friend to come out. Let me see if I can find that. Hopefully this doesn't bring up porn or something. Just get that out of there just in case. New clean tab. Um, Thassa's Thassa's Oracle, I think it was called. Hopefully that'll bring something up. I just want to get a look at this card so we can talk about it a little bit while I wait for my two-player queue. There we go. Get a little mythic spoiler action here. So, take a little look-see at this card because it's dope. I don't have any viewers. Doesn't matter. So, I'm excited for this card. Um, oh shit, I still have a Chrome Mox in this list, don't I? I'm gonna change this. I can still drop from here. I should get my play points back, and then I'm gonna change this. So, I just remembered I want this Chrome Mox to be a Rain of Filth. Okay, let's get back in that two-player queue. Okay, and then back to talking about the Fish Boy. So, Fish Boy could be a fish girl. The fish. Um, Thassa's fish is good for us. Good for Doomsday. That's pretty clear. I think most people can recognize this. Um, the real question is going to be, if is it does it change how the deck is constructed? So, like, I've been playing the Echo version, and what I'm planning on doing when this card hits print is I'm going to cut the Rain of Filth for the fish, and then just run the deck. And so, like, a normal pile is going to be would be like draw four, Lotus Petal, fish, and then whatever. Like, if you have an extra mana, you could, you know, put in a discard spell or a Veil of Summer or whatever. The thing that's going to let me do, though, is the fish doesn't target. So it's a way to win the game through a Veil of Summer, which means I'll be able to take Grape Shot out of the sideboard. Because Grape Shot, the main reason for having Grape Shot is as a way to beat Veil of Summer. Empty kind of plays that role, but a lot of the decks that play Veil of Summer will just kill you if you empty in response. Or if you empty instead of Tendrils to try to get around Veil of Summer, they can just kill you because they're combo decks. But so I'll get to take Grape Shot out of the board. I could probably put the Cabal Therapy back into the board, which would be good, I think. And the other big thing that the fish does is it gives me much better past the turn piles. So piles where I can cast Doomsday, build a pile, and then pass the turn and win the next turn. The issue with pass the turn piles in this build of the deck as it stands is that they are almost always involve Echo Veons. Because there's just no way to get your storm count high enough otherwise. And so what can happen is you get a blue deck down to nothing, you cast Doomsday and then try to fade one draw step from them to find interaction and win the game. And that was kind of a relatively common play pattern in previous builds of the deck. That's not really possible in this build because so many of your past turn piles involve them drawing a full 7-card hand. And so you need to either be able to beat those 7-card hands or not do past turn piles. So generally I just try to avoid past turn piles. Alright, so this hand's not going to work because it doesn't have any mana, so we're going to mulligan that. I'm going to keep this. Let's see. I think I want to get rid of... Well, I'll hit the keep button first. I'm not sure what I want to get rid of. I'm inclined to get rid of the Echo. Although I do have a way to put it into my graveyard with a Thoughtseize. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Echo. But Echo is only good against a subset of decks. Burning Wish has a little bit more widespread utility. I guess the other option is to put back the Thoughtseize, but that would make my Echo not as good. I'm probably supposed to get rid of the Echo. I might get a little punished for that, but this hand isn't really echoing. Okay, so they're playing some kind of post deck. Here's a Needle. Probably on Wasteland, since they're just flying blind. Yep. And I think that incentivizes me to start with Thoughtseize, because I don't want to get chaliced. Now, because they have Pithing Needle, it's unlikely that they're going to have Chalice, or less likely that they're going to have Chalice. This might be just like a normal green post, yeah. But, what is a Cascading Cataracts? Whack. Okay, I still want to take this crop rotation. It's worth noting that if they continue to drop those Vesuvas, their life total is going to get up pretty high. So I'm definitely going to have to consider that in however I choose to try to beat them. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. It's a pretty good draw. I'm not going to play the land just yet in case I find a fetch. Okay, I don't think Veil of Summer is going to be very good here. I guess I can put back the other land. I'll play the Valk. Okay, I'm just going to pass. I'm trying to think if I want to draw that other... the Valk. Probably don't. So here's another post. Undoubtedly. And another Pithing Needle. Okay, better crack that. I'm going to grab Badlands here. I'm not going to be casting this end step or anything. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm just going to wish for Doomsday. And then try and put something together like the turn after that. So they put on Oko. That's a reasonable name from what they've seen of my deck so far. Another fucking Veil of Summer. Alright, let's just Burning Wish for the Doomsday. I really would like to get another card in the graveyard so I can get the threshold for this Cabal ritual. Stirrings. So I'm also pretty interested in them not having green mana floating when what the fuck kind of art for ancient stirrings is that? How is a cat an ancient stirring? Anyway, I want them to not have green mana available, but it looks like they're gonna. Just because I'm thinking like I don't want them to be able to crop rotation for a the fuck's it called Bajuka Bog if my game plan is gonna need to involve an echo to go off. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, Darkrit's a good draw. So I'll go Darkrit, Cabalrit, Petal Petal, Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let me think about this. I might not need to do an Echo here. I need to hit 12 Storm. I have 7 cards in my hand. I can cast them plus 5. Yeah, I don't need to risk my graveyard here. So I can start with a Veil, just in case. I think the only way I get boned here is if their um their last card in hand is like a freaking Warping Whale, but it doesn't look like that's what's happening here. So we get to go Cruel Bargain, LED, LED, Lotus Petal, Burning Wish. Burning Wish. Okay. I suppose a crop rotation for another post might be troublesome. Um, but I'm not sure it's enough. Alright. So getting in there with the Tendrils of Agony. Alright. Cool, cool. So against this deck, I want to bring in my bounce spells. Cut my veils. So one thing that I do like about this configuration, not having Consign to Oblivion, is like I often would board Consign in as another bounce spell rather than leave it in my wish board in matchups like this. But it maps a lot better without that because I really just want to go -3 Veil plus 3 sideboard cards, and then I have Wish for Pulverize if I need it. So I do like that a little bit better. But anyway, I'll just submit this. I think had I completed my not now my thoughts on Thassa's Oracle. Oh yeah, pass the turn piles. So now instead of needing like a Lion's Eye Diamond and a Dark Ritual, so I can do an Echo pile and get enough Storm to do a pass the turn pile, I just need 3 black mana. If I have 3 black lands in the field, I can cast Doomsday off of them, and then the next turn I can cast a draw 4 and draw Petal Petal Oracle X, and that'll just win the game because there's 0 cards left. So even if the Oracle gets removed, I'll still win the game when the trigger resolves. So I think that'll be that Oracle will, even though it's like kind of a dead card in the deck, which is something that I've always tried to reduce, is the number of dead cards in the deck. Um, I think it's gonna fill in kind of a big hole that the deck has. and overall be a big improvement, or at least a reasonable improvement. I don't think I can keep this hand. It's not horrible. Maybe it's horrible. It doesn't have any action. It only has interaction, and if the thought seizes aren't good enough, like if they have a chalice on turn one, then this hand is fucking garbage. So I think I'm gonna mull this. Unfortunately, this hand is also garbage because it doesn't have any lands. So we'll mull again, and I'm gonna keep this, and I'll put back the tendrils. I'll put back the trop, and you'll probably see me dark red on into draw 4 on turn 1 if I can, just to try and gas up a little bit. And my life total doesn't matter that much in this matchup. So because usually with the way they kill you, the way Green Post kills you is with big fat Eldrazi Titans. That's an interesting opener for sure. All right, this might change my mind a little bit on. I definitely feel like maybe I am supposed to just go for the draw 4 because I feel like the only reason you'd start with Bajuka Bog is if you have like a Chalice next turn. They just have so many 1-drops in their deck. I don't feel like Chalice is that good for them. Oh, it's probably not Chalice. It's probably like a Thorn. So because it's probably a Thorn, I'm not going to do that because I have the chain for the Thorn. So I always think Chalice when I think of like permanent based hate, but this is more than likely as they'd play Thorn or they'd play Damping Sphere or something like that. I would ideally be able to win quickly. Another Dark Ritual would be the best draw here, I think. It would let me win on turn 3, because even with a Sphere, I could bounce that on their end step, go to my turn 3 and go Dark Red Doomsday, Dark Red draw 4. Interesting that they cast Once Upon a Time. It is the first spell they've cast, so that's that's something. I don't think I've ever seen. I'm sure other people have, but I don't think I've ever encountered someone casting Once Upon a Time for free on turn 2. It definitely says something about the nature of their hand. Yeah, so I was right about the Thorn. I don't really want to cast any spells just yet. I mean, crack any fetch lands just yet. Because, like, if I could get up to a 4th mana source, that would be just as good as, or almost as good as the Dark Rat. Could maybe get somewhere with it anyway. I'll figure something out. Just gonna wait for now. Hopefully they don't have more Thorns. So there's a Reclaimer. Okay. A Thoughtseize. I think there's a strong argument for me bouncing the Thorn on this end step. Because worst case scenario, I can Thoughtseize it. Best case scenario, I can kill him. That's the way I see it anyway. Going to get something. Oh, that's a nasty fart. I'm gonna need to take a poop break. I wonder what they're getting here. Just a Cloudpost. and then they play the Suba tapped. Okay, so they're going to have a lot of mana next turn, so it definitely is in my best interest to do this here. I'm going to grab... No, I think I need to get all black mana here. I'm not going to crack the third fetch. I just don't think there's a need to. But I'm going to chain the Thorn. They could have Veil or Crop Rod up here. So that's something to watch out for, but I don't think I can afford to play around that. Another Doomsday is not the draw I was looking for. I think I'm just going to Thoughtseize. And we'll see what they've got. Oh, they do have it. Do they really have the Veil? Okay, Crop Rotation. I was going to say Veil here would be nasty. I didn't really expect them to have Veil because it just doesn't play that well with like the Thorns. Crop Rotation is good enough because it plays so well into their plan. But why Glacial Chasm? That's so weird and bad. All right. Ooh, they have a Weather the Storm. Weather the Storm. That's really good to know about. Well, I'm definitely taking the Thorn. I do think I need to just go for the draw 4 here. It's pretty risky, but I'm not going to have a ton of time to get out of this anyway. Huh. How much mana do I have? I'm like one short of killing them here. Because Darkrit into Cabalrit with Threshold, it will give me 6 mana. Yeah, I'm one short of killing them. Is there anything better I can do? I suppose I could... Let me think here. Could I... There's no reason to Grape Shot now because... I mean, not Grape Shot. There's no reason to empty now because they have the Glacial Chasm. I suppose I could cast a Doomsday and try to win next turn. No, because I can't crack that fetch to do that because I'll put myself to 4, or put myself down to 3 with after Doomsday, and the Elvish Reclaimer will kill me. Maybe this is the most sensible play. Sorry, I'm just trying to think here. Probably this is going to be the way to do it. Grab the Underground Sea. I'm just going to cast the Burning Wish. And I'm just going to grab a draw 4. And then pass the turn. Can Doomsday and Grape Shot the Reclaimer. That's an interesting idea. I think my concern with that is that I don't really have a good way to win after I cast the Doomsday. Like, I don't have a good pile from this spot. Because there's not... draw 4, LED, Echo, Burning Wish. Maybe. I don't think that would be... Yeah, I don't think that would work. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have a pile that can get to 20 Storm and beat the Weather the Storm in their hand. So that's kind of the issue here. And even now, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to beat the Weather the Storm in their hand. But it's a good thought. It's definitely a good thought. They don't have green mana now. They have a Golos. I don't know if they can get. Oh, I guess that enters the battlefield tapped. Okay, I think I made the right play. We'll find out. The Reclaimer will put me to 4, and then I'll have just enough life to cut my life total in half twice. And as long as I can, I guess they can. If they don't attack with the Reclaimer, yeah, they'll be able to use the Reclaimer to get green mana. Um, let's see. Eviction notice. Yo, what's up? Oh, the Reclaimer land enters tab. Shit, I always forget that. I'm glad there's good players in my chat today. Okay. Well, then short of short of them having a Warping Whale, I think they're just dead. So, I think I'm just going to try and give them the blades here. Let me think. E4. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything fancy. I'm just going to try and go for it. Even if they have the Warping Whale here, I don't think I'm completely dead because of the extra Doomsday. But so let's see. I need just do the same pile as last time, I think. Actually, this one's going to be a little different. I want the Burning Wish, but because the draw force in my hand, I need a Ponder so that I can draw the Burning Wish. Is there any reason why this Burning Wish pile is going to be worse than like a pile with the main deck Tendrils in it? I don't think so. I suppose I could die to like a random Piranha Marsh or something, which would be really funny if they have the Piranha Marsh. The old one of Piranha Marsh. I sequenced a little poorly here. I should have played the pedal out first, I think. It might not matter that much, but then I will very carefully ponder and not brainstorm here. Crack for black. I'm just going to crack both these right now. Actually, here's a thought. Are they going to go up to 21 life if they search for a Glimmer Post? Well, let's see if they think of it. Maybe they won't. Is there any... Do I have any other option here? I guess I don't really have any other option. So I'll just give them the drills and we'll see if they're good at Magic. Because I definitely, if I'd thought of that, I could have just cast the Brainstorm before I went off, and I would have had the one extra storm I needed. So it's not like I didn't have the kill there. It's just, I just didn't think of it. It's alright. Even if they do think of this, we can probably win game 3. I'm just going to click yield through this turn. I don't need to click all those OKs. They're going to slow roll it. Yeah, here it is. They thought of it. Okay, just getting a forest. Okay, that's fine. I wonder if they forgot it came in tap too, and they were going to try to weather the storm. But I'll take it. I am. Let's see. We're now up to 85 play points, so I only need I only need to win two more uh, two-player queues. Oh, it's the same guy. Should I farm him? Is that an asshole move? All right. Now we know a little bit more, so we'll get back in here. Know a little bit more about the sideboarding choices for this matchup. I think this hand is probably fine. It's not super fast, but hopefully I'll have enough time to figure something out. Starting off with the old Once Upon a Time. But yeah, this will be good. See if I can pick up a couple wins against Cloudpost and farm up enough points to play a league for free. Um, yeah, so we'll just start with the Thoughtseize. All right. Well, thanks for thanks for tuning in for a little while. Good luck with whatever you got to do. I guess I'm supposed to take. I guess I'm supposed to take the candelabra. It's definitely the. Yeah, I'll take the candelabra. There's no reason to take reclaimers when there's two of them. Um, and they can't even play them right now. So this will be a needle. If they needle Bloodstainmire, I will be displeased. But more credit to them, I guess, for knowing it. Wasteland again. Yeah, I'm still not playing a Wasteland deck, pal. There's a Tendrils. That's an okay draw. Probably okay. So, Brainstorm here. Let me think. I think I'll put back one Burning Wish. Actually, maybe I don't want to put back a Burning Wish. It might be better to just put back the Tendrils and the Thoughtseize, maybe. Like, I feel like this Thoughtseize isn't doing a whole lot for me anymore. Because they're kind of going to be playing off the top of their deck to some extent. So I'm thinking what I want to do is, like, next turn I'll Burning Wish for Doomsday, and then I'll try to kill them from there. Or from Burning Wish for Doomsday and then try to kill them the turn after. If I draw another Brainstorm, I can probably kill them next turn. There's the other Vesuva. So still no green mana. But they do have a lot of mana, so if they draw a big fatty boom boom, I will be in a spot of trouble. Thoughtseize. That's a fine draw. So, I'll play my land, I'll Burning Wish for Doomsday. I probably should have Thoughtseize first, just in case they had the Warping Whale, but Burning Wish for Doomsday, and then I'll Thoughtseize them, and then... Whoa. Let's see. So, I'm going to take that. I won't be able to cast that next turn, hopefully. Next turn they would have had one from the Glimmer Post, and then those would have each made 4. So they would have been a little short of casting that Emrakul, but still better to just take it, I think. Because if they'd drawn like another... what's it called? Another Candelabra or something, they could have cast. So, alright. I do need to get up to 12 Storm. I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. I'm not able to kill them right now, though. Well, actually, let me think. Maybe I am. So, yeah, I can do it. I think. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, and I need 8 to go Burning Wish, Doomsday. So I need to grab. I think it needs to be this. I'll go Burning Wish. Get the draw 4. And then, so this will be 6 Storm here, 1 plus 5, and then my pile will be 6 because it'll be a Burning Wish pile. That should get me the 24 I need. Yep, they're dead. So Burning Wish, LED, LED, Petal, Ponder. Need 2 LEDs. There we go. Okay. So Wish on the bottom, and then these 4 in no particular order. Make a blue, LED, LED, Ponder, hold priority, make black, make red. Alright. Same sideboarding. Bounce spells in, fails out. Submit. Recovering from a little bit of a cold or something. This hand's pretty reasonable. It doesn't have any interaction, but it does have stuff. This deck usually doesn't really do anything relevant on turn 1, so I think I'm fairly comfortable keeping this. I can ponder and try and find a bounce spell or a wish or something. And if I need to wish for Pulverize, I have one mountain and I can get the other with a Polluted Delta, so I think this is good enough to keep. Ooh, and I even drew the bounce spell. Doesn't get better than that. There's a Burning Wish too, and a Cabal Writ. Keep. We're in business. You know, once upon a time. So I'll have to think a little bit about how this hand will get there. Oh, they found an Emrakul. Well, they probably will still be a couple turns before they can cast that, I hope. Another thing to think about, or another good thing to do with Thassa's Oracle, the new card coming out, is that I won't need to worry about them casting spells like Weather the Storm, because their life total won't matter anymore. And that was one of the great joys of having Lab Maniac or the new Jace in the deck. But with this list, it just, like, the draw 4, there aren't any good piles with draw 4s and Lab Man or Jace, and I didn't want to put bad cards in the deck if I could avoid it. But I think the new Thassa's, or like, basically, I would put a bad card in the deck, that card being Ladman or Jace, and then I would need another bad card to support that card. Thassa's Oracle can be the only bad card in the deck because it doesn't need any extra support to pile with cards the draw force. So yeah, I don't like this. Is they're so obviously holding up a Weather the Storm here. I think anyway. Um, that like whatever I come up with, okay, they're hoping I won't be able to kill them this turn. Which I think they're right about. Let me think here. I think it's okay to brainstorm. I have the draw four to crack into a Doomsday pile. Um, I do think I want to build towards Threshold as well. I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like how I'm going to beat a Weather the Storm. Probably the best way to do that is to just be able to Tendrils twice. I can pop the list up here. Here's the list. Boom. So, Echo Doomsday, some cantrips, 3 echoes in the main deck because they're good in Doomsday piles, although you haven't seen any of that yet. Veil of Summer because it's good card. Burning Wish, bunch of mana, bunch of rituals. Doomsdays, obviously. Yeah, that's it. That's the list. Screen cap it or something. I gotta go back to the game. Get that out of there. Give you a sec. Okay, I can post a link to it too. Or something. I'm just real bad at multitasking. So, Thoughtseize is a good draw here. Eldrazi and Taxes. That's a deck I hate. That is a deck I absolutely hate seeing on the other side of the table. Not that you know, I don't know. It's a good deck. It's cool, but I hate playing against it. All right, I'm gonna put back. Let's see. I'm gonna put back the Badlands, and then I think I want to put back the Chain of Vapor. It's a little risky, potentially, but I think if they had something I would chain, they would have cast it. And just to be safe, I'm going to get the Snow-Covered Swamp to get the basic land. So there's a Primeval Titan and Emrakul. I guess I'm taking Prime Time here, since it's the only one they're remotely close to being able to cast. And they don't have a Weather the Storm, which is nice. So next turn, I'll go for the kill, hopefully. Although, I'm not sure I'll be able to unless I draw something good. This could be a problem, this Ancient Stirrings. Okay, they just found the Golos. That's good for me. So now I know the contents of their hand, I believe. It's all lands. Because their draw for the turn was the Stirrings. So ideally I can kill them this turn. I'll just need to think a little bit about how I'm going to be able to do that. Let's see. So if I go Dark Writ, Cabal Writ, I don't think I can get Threshold is the problem. I think I'm one away from Threshold. If I ponder into something, I might be good enough. Probably am supposed to just ponder here, because I think another Dark Ritual will be good enough. Potentially even a Cabal Writ. Alright, so I found the Dark Writ, so let's think. If I go, 5, 6, 7, so Dark Writ target's 5, Cabal Writ puts me to 8. Yeah, that should be good enough. So this needs to get me red mana. This is a little trick I like to do. I'm going to fetch the Valk here, so that I don't accidentally tap that to cast my Dark Ritual. Because I'm an idiot, and so idiot-proofing my play as much as possible is very strong. Very strong play. So this will put me up to 8 mana. What you got for me? Oh, you're gonna bog me. We getting bogged here? I didn't think of that. Missed that line. Yep, did not think of that. Okay, so time to reevaluate. Probably I'm just supposed to cast a draw 4. I think that's the play here. Good draws. Not the best, or not perfect, but they're fine. What would I wish for? I'm probably supposed to wish for Grape Shot to try to do the last little bit of damage next turn. Or, just not quite good enough. I could wish for the draw 4 and cast that, but I'd have to draw very well, and then I'd be pretty close to dead to the Elvish Reclaimer. Actually, not that close to dead. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to Burning Wish for the Grape Shot. Actually, do I get Grape Shot or do I get Tendrils? So I guess what I'm thinking here is they have the Golos. If they get the Glimmer Post, maybe I'm just supposed to get the Infernal Contract and we'll just YOLO it. Let's just fucking YOLO it. Oh, so close. That's fine. I'm just going to pass. Just going to pass the turn and kill him next turn. That'll work just as well. Just put that one in my graveyard. Actually, will that work just as well? Yeah, that'll work just as well. Probably. Actually, if I'm going to have to do an Echo Pile to win, I think I'm just going to put the chain in my graveyard and hope. Did that take? Why is it not? Okay. If one of these had been a Dark Ritual, or like a Lotus Petal or something, we would have been in business. But so there's a Glimmer Post, which is good. Good that I didn't go for the Grape Shot plan because I wouldn't have been able to do lethal with that. And now, what can they cast from here? Do they have a Glimmer Post in hand? I didn't think they had a Glimmer Post. Oh, they did have the Glimmer Post in hand. I'm just not sure what they get from this point. Maybe it's just another Cloudpost. They're just trying to get up to Emrakul mana. Another Glimmer Post. Okay, so they're going to have a high life total. Which I guess is the plan. What is this? Oh, this is the Golos. And then Golos is probably going to get another Glimmer Post. So they're going to be jacking the old life total way up. I don't know if they're going to get another Glimmer Post. They do, that'd be 10. Yeah, they might be supposed to get another Cloud Post here so that they can cast Emrakul next turn. and hope 27 life is high enough and force me to win before they can cast Emrakul. Yeah, so they just went for the Vesuva. Oh, do they have more Cloudposts in hand? They probably couldn't get another Cloudpost. Oh, fuck. That's a problem. It's a big fucking problem. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I can cast Burning Wish and Pulverize, but I'm still just dead to an attack if they don't even cast Emrakul. So unfortunately, where did they even draw that? I guess they had the one draw step to find that. All right, well they got this one. That's unfortunate. Some very almost there draw fours for me, but hopefully we'll just not give them a turn. That would be the best. Would be to just not give them a turn one. Yeah, the turn before that was very close. If one of those draw fours had drawn me something just a little different, I would have been in pretty good shape. But all right, I think I'm supposed to keep this. I'll probably just lead off with the Thoughtseize, just to make sure there's no shenanigans on turn one. Needle, so they are playing Veil of Summers. I guess I'm supposed to take the Veil, because nothing else really does that much to me. So there's Once Upon a Time, and they grab a Glimmer Post. That's fine. I'm expecting them to start with Forest into Reclaimer. Okay, just starting with a Glimmer Post. That's fine. So, a Needle? I wonder if they're going to Needle. Better not be Bloodstained Mire. Polluted Delta. Okay. I mean, that's a little potentially annoying, but but not lethal. Brainstorm, Rain of Filth. Those are good cards, but I just don't. I think I want to shuffle this. I'm really just looking for like a business spell or something. An Echo or a Burning Wish would be the best draws here, I think. So here's the Reclaimer. There's the Echo. So I'm not going to play a land because that's stupid. Do I know the contents of their hand? They have a Cloudpost. I don't know much of their hand, but I don't think there's a lot that they can do to me right now. I'm just thinking if I should try to get Threshold off this Cabal Ritual. So like if I crack my LEDs in response to it, I'll have Threshold. And I think the answer is probably yes. Just get as much mana as possible. So hold priority. And then crack this one for blue, this one for red. So I have plenty of mana. Flashback the Echo. There's the tendrils. I think I got him. I think I'm there. So here's a land for turn. Ponder. Actually, yeah, I don't think I need to get fancy with the Chain of Vapor um, to build Storm or anything, because I'm going to draw 4 here. And I actually have enough mana here where I can Tendrils, and then if they had something like Elvish Spirit Guide into Veil of Summer, or like a Mindbreak Trap, I could Burning Wish and... Oh, actually, I'm going to have to do that anyway because I'm an idiot and I didn't put my Storm count up high enough. But that's okay. Obviously, they don't. I don't think they have anything. I am going to play around the Elvish Spirit Guide Veil of Summer. Okay, that was my mistake a little bit. I could have played the chain or something to get that extra storm, but just sloppy play. That didn't come back to bite me. So we're now up to 95 play points. Let's get back in these two-person queues. See if we can get to that league. I don't think that person's going to be coming back to the two-person queues, unfortunately. It's natural to not like being an easy mark, I suppose. Let's see, I'll throw the list back up on screen while we wait. I wish there's like a way to sort it in a way that I liked. Like, I want to sort it by mana, like categories of cards instead of mana cost or whatever. Like, I don't even know how it sorts it. Like, I want to sort it by like business, cantrips, protection, mana, and then or non-land mana, and then lands. This is kind of my ideal way to visualize it. Makes the most sense to me. The sideboard's kind of whatever because it's all over the place with the wishboard, but you can put it into like wishboard slots and then non-wishboard slots. I consider the extra 2 empties non-wishboard slots because they're cards I sideboard in. But you can play some Lich and Tell and jump in, play practice for a match with some Lich and Tell. That's always good for some between round entertainment. Where's my Lich and Tell? There it is. What the fuck? Not what I clicked. Why are you doing this to me? There we go. It's the one downside of these two-person queues. I've done this before where I've like been down to like 50 play points left and tried to grind up in the two-person queues to a league. I've done that once or twice. But sometimes you have to wait for quite a while. Oh my god, this hand is perfect. By perfect, I mean I'm going to turn one show and tell into Progenitus. If they let me. I am on the draw, so we'll see what they do. That. Ah, fuck. That's too bad. So naturally, they took my show and tell. That's fine. They're probably a wasteland deck, but I don't. I don't think I can really afford to not fetch an underground sea here. So we'll ponder and hope to draw something good. I did not really. I don't think I want to shuffle this ponder. Okay. Just pass the turn. Inquisition. So they get a Lotus Petal. Another land. I wonder if I'm supposed to just play out the Lich. I think I am. I'll just play out the Lich and hope that I rip something to gain me some life before I die. Because if I draw a Nourishing Shoal, I'm in business. Oh, hold on a second. The wife has returned, and I do not wish to be disturbed. So I just need to draw a way to gain life before they do 7 damage to me. Or disenchant my Lich or something. Duress, that's a fine draw. They're stuck on lands. I think I want to take this Hymn to Turok. Wait, what was that? Ooh. That's scary. That's a scary card. Oh yeah, here it comes. The old Remorseful Cleric. So it would make sense for them to try and crack this in response to me getting damage done to me. Well, I'm dead now. Yeah, I'm super dead. Super duper dead. Stoneforge Mystic. Actually, I wonder if they have... Maybe they don't have the opportunity to do that because it's a replacement effect. So they would need something else. I'm not honestly not sure how this works. Yeah, they need like something else to do damage to me. Fucking A. deck sucks. I don't. I don't know if anybody ever knew that, but it's really a piece of garbage. And I play it for funsies because it's hilarious. But like my best ever record playing anything with it, I 2-3 to league once with the Lich deck. And I went 1-4 at an FNM one time. So they know all the cards in my hand, which is a problem. Although these get shuffled back into my library, yeah. So what they should do here is just attack with the Stoneforge Mystic, or and then exile, or exile first and then attack with the Stoneforge Mystic. So I should what I should have done. This is a mistake. I should have not cracked the Misty so that I could have a defense against the Stoneforge Mystic and buy myself a turn. But I still would have needed something to gain life. So I'll just concede. Actually, hold on a sec. What does Lake of the Dead do? I do have to sacrifice a swamp to activate it, so that was a mistake too. I should have activated it. That's fine. I wasn't going to win that game anyway. I was too far off from comboing with my bad 3-card combo. But I could have held the Stoneforge Mystic off for a turn or two. Um, why is this so sluggish? I really don't want to spend money on the league when I'm so close to being able to have a free one per se. But what is going on here? I'm just going to concede this match. It's frozen or something. Nope. Oh, didn't want to watch. I wanted to play. But I should probably just buy a few tickets or something if I'm gonna. Alright, let's take a look at this hand. This hand's pretty close too. If I could ponder into like a Nourishing Shoal or a Show and Tell, I'd be in pretty decent shape for a turn 2. Both would be the best. So let's try and see. I want to see Show and Tell and Nourishing Shoal off this ponder. Neither. Neither is not what I wanted. Okay. Lotus Petals. Alright, I'll Brainstorm. Give me something good here. Zurin Orb. Alright, I'll play my shit out. Well, we'll make some magic happen here. I'm not going to start sacking lands yet because, like, I know 2 of the cards that I'm going to draw. So the first land sack is just dead, basically. And there's not a lot of good reason, I don't think, to start sacking lands. So I'm going to just wait as long as I can so that I draw the most relevant cards. And actually, if they hit me with like a hymn or something here and I discard this Progenitus, I'd be pretty happy about that because it'd be a shuffle. And then I could draw a fresh grip with my Lich. doing anything though, so I'm just going to pass the turn again. And then next turn, I'll be able to see 4 new cards if I crack, or if I sack my mana to the Zurin Orb. So yeah, this looks like Pox. Alright, let's see. I'll make a black. I think I'm actually just going to duress them, just to see what's up. So, Smallpox, whoa, these are interesting. Can't really do anything about any of it. I'll take the Smallpox. I guess I should just try and go for it. Sack a land. See if we can't draw something good. Float a blue. Sack a land. Another Lich. Land for turn. Brainstorm. I want to find a Nourishing Shoal. That ain't it. What do I want to do here? I guess float a blue. Ponder? Come on, find me a Nourishing Shoal. A Show and Tell? Show and Tell is not good enough. Just shuffle the old library. There it is. Alright, off to the races. Progenitus, pitch to Nourishing Shoal. Draw 10 cards. Here we go, baby. We're doing it now. The deck is firing on all cylinders. Except I didn't draw another shoal. But I do have a few more looks. How many cards are in my hand? 14. So the kill is Sickening Dreams. I need to get up to 20 cards in hand. So I'll start with a Ponder. I just need to find another shoal. There's another shoal. So this should put me up to a lethal number of cards in hand. But I actually drew more shoals, and I have 17 cards left in my deck. So I'll draw another 10. And then I can Dark Writ into Sickening Dreams. So hula hula. I am currently sitting in a 2-person queue. I have 95 play points, and I'm going to try to win a 2-person queue to get to league points. It's minus 20 because I pay the entry fee, but if I win, I'll get 30 play points, so I'll go up to 105. So I'm trying to grind 2-person queues to get to a league. Although I'm honestly not sure I'm going to play the league today. Done. There we go. So yeah, this is my between match liching. Giving some poor Pox player the business. match has started. Oh, it's the same person. They're back for more. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna leave this. I wonder if they switch decks though. I think this hand is fine, so I'm gonna keep it. So I played my last two-person queues against Abolish here. They have been playing a Cloudpost deck, and it looks like they're still playing Cloudpost. So Candelabra, all right. So they might be trying to do something quick here. The Dark Writ's a good draw. That'll help me speed things up a little bit because this hand's a little on the clunky side otherwise. If I can find a Doomsday, actually, I wonder if that's going to be good enough. Not quite on its own, I don't think. I am going to take these cards, though. Because we're almost there for the kill. I do kind of wonder if they, well, you know, so they've been away for 15 and 20 minutes. So I don't know if if they're coming back for more, or if they've tweaked their deck so that it's better against Storm or something. But maybe they're just a masochist. I can respect that. I get it. That would have been nice of you. You could, I mean, at least we could play a match, and then if you wanted to scoop to me, you could do it at the end or something. But yeah, I've got an opponent now, so I can try and win it fair and square. And by fair and square, I mean the Storm versus Cloudpost matchup, which maybe isn't entirely fair and square, but that's not my problem. All right, so I think the play here is to just Burning Wish for Doomsday and then kill them next turn. I don't really know what they're going to be able to do next turn. The only real consideration, I think, is going to be making sure that their life total isn't too high. I guess I don't know if they have Veil in the main deck. So last time I played against them, I saw Veil of Summer and I saw Weather the Storm post board. So I don't really know what they've got going on in the main. But this, I think I can Thoughtseize first here. Thoughtseize, Dark Writ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough. I'll Thoughtseize now. Now, even if they have it, if they have a Veil here, yeah. So they did have a Veil. I wonder if I could just try to Grape Shot them. It would be dope, but probably not worth it. So if I go Dark Writ, Doomsday, Petal, Brainstorm into like LED, Echo, put back the Cruel Bargain, LED, Echo, Burning Wish, Ponder, maybe? I probably can Grape Shot them. I want to try it. Just try it. Although actually that's vulnerable to them untapping their forest and crop rotting me, so I think it's probably not the right play. I'm probably supposed to just wait. I hope so. It seems like they're a little more prepared. Um, they came a little more prepared this time, so I guess I can't blame them for that. But so this is going to be crop rotation. I'm not sure what they're going to crop rot for, but it's probably going to be like Cloudpost or something. Vesuva, sure, makes sense. And now they're probably just going to try and cast some big stupid fuck with the candelabra. Oh, another Cloudpost, Jesus. You have enough mana, don't you? You make 8, 9, untap 1, 2, 3. Is plus just casting the Golos. Okay, maybe they didn't have anything better than that. I wonder if they have another Veil or something in hand. See, if they get a green source that's telegraphing the Veil pretty hard. I do really want to try and win this first game if I possibly can, because it's going to be difficult to, or it's going to be harder to pick up the post-board games when they have spheres and stuff in addition to the veils. So, I mean, you can always just kill them on turn 1, but that's not a common thing. So, although yeah, I mean they can they can't untap it. I don't know what their plan is here. I legit don't know. I think their plan is to die. All right. I'm just trying to think what they could have, what I can protect myself from. Warping Whale, I think, is the big one in terms of what they can have. I hadn't seen any Warping Whales from them previously. Realistically, I don't really know if I can play around a Warping Whale. I'm going to start with a Brainstorm, because if I draw Thoughtseize and like some extra mana, maybe I can play around the Warping Whale. I'll put the Veil of Summer back. What else? I guess I can put a Doomsday back. Well, no, because if I wanted to have... I guess I can put the Cruel Bargain back. 4, 6. I'm just not quite up to Threshold. I could get to Threshold if I ponder into that draw 4. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this, but I don't really foresee them having Warping Whale. It looks like they're F6. So I'll just try and let them have it here. I am going to have extra mana. So I could put, let's see, this will put me down to 9, and then that'll put me down. So I could put a Thoughtseize in my pile just in case. think this will be good enough. So I'll crack my LED for blue. In response to the bargain, I'll draw these 4 cards, the bottom, these 4 here. I can Thoughtseize with my Badlands, and then I can Ponder off the floating blue. So, Wish on the bottom, and then these 4. Play the LED, hold priority, bargain, crack for blue. Thoughtseize here, they have nothing. Yeah, it definitely is. It's you're definitely still trying to kill them, like, turn 1 or 2 if you can. Let's shuffle that. It's not a very good draw. Oh damn, I drew it again. But yeah, I don't side. What I've been doing in this matchup is I've been cut Veil of Summer because it doesn't really do anything. Like, even if they're playing Warping Whale, it doesn't do anything in Warping Whale. They're not playing black, so Veil is basically a do nothing, and then I bring in the Chain and the Echoing Truth. I do have Pulverized, which can kill spheres through a Veil, but really your best bet is to just like draw like 5 Lion's Eye Diamonds and YOLO Echo on them on turn 1 or something. I think this hand is reasonable. It's not super great, but I don't really think I can afford to throw it back. So hopefully I'll be able to Thoughtseize them on turn 1 and then brainstorm into something good. I'll need a good draw or two to make this into a worthwhile hand, but so they play Glacial Chasm, and they may or may not play Tabernacle. So Goblins is kind of hit or miss. Like a fast Goblins might be good enough, but they have a lot of ways to beat it. So I try not to do the Goblins if I can. This is a matchup where the new fish, Thassa's Oracle or whatever it's called, would be really good. Because it would get around Veil, it would get around whatever Weather the Storm crap they play. Past turn piles are a little easier to force through spheres without bouncing them. So a lot of reasons why that would be a good card to have. I'm excited for this card. When it first got spoiled, I was at work in like a day full of meetings, and I saw it and I read it, and I was like, it's just a slightly better lab man. Like, do we really need that? And then I got out of work and I read it again, and I was like, oh, and it kind of like dawned on me what piles and stuff were possible with it. And I realized that it was pretty good. So yeah, excited for the Fish Boy. So there's Burning Wish. That's a good card. So this is a situation where Goblins might actually be okay if I was able to do it, just because I know that they don't really have any, like this Stirrings is gone, and they just played the Cloudpost last turn, right? So as far as I know, these are the 4 cards in their hand. They're not really that close to casting Ulamog. They don't have a way to search for Tabernacle or, what the fuck's it called? Glacial Chasm. So like Goblins might be okay here, but I don't actually really have the goods to cast Goblins right now. I think I'm just supposed to put these 2 back. Play out the Delta. I'm playing the Delta here because if they draw a Pitting Needle, the card they're most likely to needle is going to be the Delta. So I might as well use the Delta while I have it. Like, I don't think they would semi-blind guess Scouting Tarn. So let's think here. I don't think there's a lot to be gained right now from casting the Burning Wish or anything. I think I'm supposed to just wait, and then I'll crack the Delta end step or upkeep or something, and we'll see what I can do from there. They have a handful of draws that could be good, and like they're gaining a little bit of life here, which means I'm going to have to get up to a higher storm count. Um, so let's see, I can close the Glimmer Post out of there. I haven't seen any Wastelands from them, so I'm perfectly happy to fetch non-basic here, I think. I'm hesitant to echo or anything like that, just because I don't want them to draw into a Veil. Like, I want to limit the number of draws that they have to find a Veil. It's possible that it kind of becomes the play, but I'm just going to grab the Doomsday here. I think I'm willing to go off into 2 unknowns. If I can go for it next turn. Although, frankly, I'm not sure I can, because they do have kind of a high life total. So forest, one of their forests is gone. Actually, 2 of their forests gone now. Maybe I don't know that many cards in their hand at this point. And I'm just drawing a lot of lands. I kind of don't... Like, I don't have Threshold. If I went for it now, it would be an Echo Pile. I'm kind of just not into that. I think I'm going to Brainstorm. Well, those are good draws. But it's still not super duper where I want to be at. I need to draw another good spell. Grab the Badlands here. Like, they just have a lot of draws right now that can interrupt what I'm doing. You know, if they just ripped a Thorn. Okay, so they drew another snow-covered forest. So what the fuck is this? Is this going to be Golos? Yep, so there's Golos. So they're holding up green like they have something. But I think if they had a crop rotation, they would have already used it. So that makes me think that it's probably a Veil. And I might be able to beat a Veil depending on what I draw. If I try and do Grape Shot. I think a Draw 4 or a Brainstorm here would let me beat a Veil. This will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ulamog is 10, so they can cast Ulamog next turn. Yes, Alex out 2 target permanents, indestructible. So yeah, that'll be an issue. So I need to draw a good card here. Ponder. Alright, I guess I'm going for it. I'm trying to do something now. Alright, so just kind of thinking out loud here. It's going to have to be an Echo Pile, I believe. Because they're holding something up, so it screams Veil to me. I wonder, I might be able to tease out a crop rotation by Cabal Ritualing right now, because I don't need the extra mana. So if I Cabal Rit right now... Okay, so nothing there. So I'm just gonna try and build a pile that can beat Veil, and doesn't have only has to expose my graveyard once, so that if they have to not have Crop Rot now, but if they draw into a Crop Rot, it doesn't matter. So the way to do this, I think, I'm gonna need a pile like LED, Echo, or let me think. Draw 4, Echo, LED, LED, Burning Wish, maybe. And so then I can draw 4, can Burning Wish for Grape Shot, and then Echo and do it again, Grape Shot again. So draw 4, Burning Wish, LED, LED, Echo. I think this will be good enough. So I have the Doomsday in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards plus the Grape Shot. It's 8. Yeah, this should be good enough. We'll see though. We'll find out. It's an interesting pile because that's got the draw 4 and the Echo in it. So play my Petal, play my Lion's Eye Diamond. So the LED I'm going to have to crack for red. To make sure that I have enough red to Burning Wish and Grape Shot twice. I probably would have it anyway, but I'm going to crack it for red regardless because I already have enough black for the draw 4. So I'll go. I don't know what the chances of them having like. I guess I should play around that if I can, right? Play around. I could have gotten a little more storm on this. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me, but I don't think it will. I just was trying to play around. The fuck's it called? The Force of Will that destroys artifacts and enchantments. Force of Vigor. So here's the Veil. So the Veil as predicted. Alright, I should have no trouble having Lethal Storm now. I don't think it was going to be an issue anyway. But I could have gotten a little bit of extra Storm out of them, which is the only reason that I was thinking about it. But yeah, I only need to cast 3 more spells here. So this should be more than good enough. So I'll crack this for blue, crack this for red, or, well, no, I have red from my lands. So there's 8 cards in my graveyard. So if I flash back the Echo now, I'm guaranteed to draw the Grape Shot. I don't need to crack the Lotus Petal, and I can play out these and have plenty of Storm to Grape Shot you. So Mind Break Trap now I think is the only thing that does me in. Got him. There we go. Went 4-0 in the practice room, or not the practice room. Went 4-0 in the 2-person queues, and got me some. I say 4-0. I started last night. I did my first one last night. I played against 4-color control, and then I played 3 matches against that Cloudpost player. 3-0 against Cloudpost. To get up to league tickets or league play points. Thanks. I do like that pile. That's a pile that it kind of, or something like that. It's a pile that had been in my head for a little while. Where you use the draw 4 to draw Echo, Burning Wish, and mana, so you have mana, extra mana. But I never really had an occasion to use it. So that was kind of neat. But anyway, I think I'm gonna log off now. I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna play this league today. But I'll might be able to stream tomorrow morning. If not, I'll try and stream on a weeknight later this week. But I appreciate everyone who tuned in. It's cool. You got to see me stomp all over Cloudpost for a little while. I should apologize to that person. But anyway, this is not the deck that I've been playing. I'm going to put the deck list up on screen one more time. Thanks for watching. And this video is going to go up on YouTube if you want to see it later, if you missed anything. But yeah, so next time I stream, I'll be in a league. See you later.